If you're a podiatrist or podiatric surgeon, there's some changes to the registration standard for endorsement for scheduled medicines that you need to know about if you're considering applying for this endorsement. To follow the pathway to endorsement for scheduled medicines, you'll find detailed information available on the Podiatry Board of Australia's website, including the standards, guidelines and frequently asked questions. You'll also find a helpful flowchart outlining the pathways you can take. Ensure you read these documents carefully, as it's important to understand the process from start to finish. The following outlines the steps you need to take under Pathway B, Supervised Practice Pathway for Registered Practitioners. So what do you do first? Your first step is successful completion of an approved qualification in Podiatric Therapeutics, or another qualification that the board considers to be substantially equivalent to or based on similar competencies to an approved qualification in Podiatric Therapeutics. Check the board's website at www.podiatryboard.gov.au for the full list of approved qualifications. You must have successfully completed 15 approved online case studies. Next, you must find a mentor that meets the board's requirements and have a signed mentor agreement. Simply refer to the section in the guidelines on mentors. Then you can apply to start supervised practice by submitting the relevant application form together with evidence of your approved qualification in Podiatric Therapeutics, making sure it's not more than 7 years old. Evidence of your successful completion of 15 online case studies, not more than 3 years old, and a signed mentor agreement. You'll receive advice in writing that the board is satisfied you have met the prerequisites for supervised practice. Remember, you can't start your period of supervised practice until you receive this advice. Then you can start your 12-month period of supervised practice. This must be a minimum of 150 hours within the 12-month period. This includes observational clinical placements and regular meetings with your mentor. After completing a minimum of 25 hours of supervised practice, you can then submit 3 clinical studies to the board in hard copy for initial assessment. You can continue with your supervised practice while they are being assessed. The board will provide feedback on your clinical studies. This will give you an opportunity to reflect on the feedback, discuss it with your mentor, and address any concerns before you finish your supervised practice. You must have 3 clinical studies assessed by the board as satisfactory before you finish your supervised practice. You can apply for endorsement by submitting your application form together with the portfolio of evidence you've developed over your period of supervised practice, a completed evidence matrix, and a signed certification of completion of supervised practice. For more information, go to the board's Endorsement for Scheduled Medicines webpage and check the registration standard and guidelines,